Maybe you've heard of intermittent fasting. Today we're gonna go over my top 5 reasons and benefits of why you would wanna start intermittent fasting. Hi, my name is Glenn Dawson with Reset You Fitness. And before we dive in, intermittent fasting is taking over the entire world. Now you may think this is crazy to do, but just so you know, every single person intermittent fasts already. Like, you're not eating when you sleep, right? So there's probably a 7 to 8 hour window where you're not actually eating. All we're talking about is extending that window so you have all these amazing benefits we're gonna talk about. So a simple lean gain style fasting would be you fast for 16 hours and you eat in an 8 hour window, like from noon to 8. Or if you wanna do a 5-2 intermittent fast, 2 days a week, you do a 24-hour fast, which, hold on, it sounds crazy to do a 24-hour fast, but really all we mean is you stop eating at 5 p.m. one night and you start again the next night. And keep in mind, people do this for Ramadan all the time. It's not a big deal. They're still surviving, they're still living, they're still thriving. Now let's dive in. We're gonna go over the top 5 reasons why intermittent fasting is amazing, beneficial, and is helping to you. We're gonna do it descending order, which means we're gonna go from number 5 to number 1, the number 1 most important thing. Again, descending order. So not number 1 reason, we're gonna go descending. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Number 5, it gives you your time back. See, when you're intermittent fasting, you don't have to do crazy things like meal prep. You don't need plastic containers. You don't need to plan your meals out and have a huge schedule. You can literally eat 2 huge meals, more like intermittent feasting, per day. Get all your nutrients from those meals and still get the rest of the benefits we're gonna talk about. This is humongous for somebody who is very busy or a high performer or just don't have a lot of time. Or maybe you go to work every single day and you're like, oh my God, how am I gonna get my next meal in? You don't have to worry about that with intermittent fasting. Literally, my schedule is I start eating at 3, have a huge home cooked meal, then I eat again at 7 with my wife, another huge home cooked meal. So basically like Thanksgiving style, 2 huge meals, and I'm happy, I'm full, and still, look good. The 4th most important reason why you'd want to intermittent fast is it helps you eat less. Yes, there is some truth to calories in versus calories out. Remember, there's a lot more to it than just calories in, calories out, but this keeps you from overeating. So it is easier for you to lose weight if you're not overeating. And the fact of the matter is, intermittent fasting helps regulate the hormones ghrelin and leptin, your key hunger hormones that tell you when to eat and how full you are. When you're intermittent fasting, generally, after the first couple of weeks, you'll start to see that your hunger goes down. So you still feel full, but you're actually consuming, 300 calories less per day. This has a dramatic effect on fat loss, short-term and long-term keeping it off. Number 3, the 3rd most beneficial thing about intermittent fasting and why you should do it is the fight or flight hormones. Yes, while you're fasting in the morning, your body's secreting more norepinephrine and adrenaline. This makes you focused the entire morning. So that heightened focus, you can do so many other things, get so much more productivity out of your body. So a normal 6-hour job now takes you like 2 hours. And that time collapsing helps you out so much with your daily routine because you're just thinking and you're laser focused the entire time. In fact, I try to schedule all of my important stuff that takes a lot of brain power first thing in the morning, and then put like the calls or stuff that anybody could do, my chores, doing the laundry, in the afternoon. I don't need brain power for that. Anybody can do that. 2nd most important reason why intermittent fasting is so helpful, especially right now with coronavirus, is the help it does to inflammation. Intermittent fasting is the fastest way for you to lower chronic inflammation. Now, inflammation in your gut is a huge cause to lowering your immune system, causing your metabolism to slow, increasing anxiety and depression, causing bloating, gassy feeling, all that stuff basically. You're just not functioning at the rate that you should. Intermittent fasting gives you a chance to cleanse your body of that. It's the easiest way for you to cleanse it. So specifically speaking, after a cheat meal, say you went out and you boozed really hard the night before, and you really turned it on, and you ate bad, because usually when we booze, we eat bad. Pizza, wings, maybe you had dessert too, all of that together. Well, then the next day, you're probably not hungry anyways. And you've got massive amounts of inflammation. You felt that your gut is just bubbling. It's so easy just to intermittent fast, get that 24-hour fast in the day after, and cleanse your gut and start feeling better the next day. Literally, name any religion or anything that's from the past that doesn't use intermittent fasting as a healing agent. It's in every single one of them. Because they know if you just don't take in calories, your body starts to heal itself. Now, the number one reason why you should intermittent fast is the help it does for the hormone insulin. Insulin is our get fat hormone. Insulin literally is a lock and key. It goes in the cell, opens it up, puts energy in the cell. But over time, a lot of Americans become insulin resistant, meaning the lock doesn't work anymore, and it just keeps pushing and pushing, can't get any more energy into that cell. So what happens is it starts storing it for later in your fat cells. The number one way to reduce the effect and damage to insulin and make you more insulin sensitive instead of insulin resistant, meaning you can start packing energy into those cells and you get the energy now, it's not storing it for later in your fat cells, is intermittent fasting. And there you have it. If this video brought you value, and now you know a lot more about intermittent fasting, you're super excited to do it and get all those benefits we just talked about, make sure you share this video.